After 7 years of trading, taking thousands of trades, and testing countless strategies, I realized the best setups are usually the simplest ones. In today's video, I'm going to share with you one powerful scalping strategy that is designed to take advantage of the first 90 minutes of market open using one simple setup that most traders overlook. This strategy is repeatable, easy to identify, and gives you a very clear framework on entries, stops, targets without overcomplicating your trading. I'll break down the entire strategy step by step, then I'll share with you live examples to show you exactly what this looks like in real time. So in today's video, we're going to talk about one of my favorite strategies slash concepts in trading, and it's all based off of one single candle. And what we're going to talk about today is up close and down close candles and how we can use these candles in combination with our strategy to give us high probability trade ideas. Number two, we're going to talk about the different types of confluences when we use the one candle. We're going to talk about higher time frames slash different types of setups that we can use. Then we're going to talk about entries, stops, targets slash different types of entry models. And then finally, we're going to end it off with some examples on the charts. And right in front of me, what I have is my last 30 days P&L, and this is for the month of May. I ended off the month making over $114,000. This has been an absolutely fantastic month. The markets have been continuing to provide plenty of great opportunities on the higher time frames. I just want to mention that I've been trading for the past 7 years, and I lost for years in the markets until I was able to find an edge and system that I was able to repeat over and over in order to make consistent profits. And in today's video, I want to talk about the one candle slash order blocks. And this is one of my favorite concepts to talk about. It's something that is repeatable and something that you see on every single chart, no matter what asset class or instrument that you're trading. And an order block is an area where large market participants have placed significant buy and sell orders. Number two, order blocks are key levels slash areas where there's lots of liquidity. So that's why we're going to be looking at these key areas, and we're going to make sure we use these as targets and we can use these as entries as well. And finally, institutions and market makers place these orders in these areas of significance, and that's why we want to understand and pay attention to these order blocks even if we're not using them in our day-to-day trading. So with that being said, let's talk about order blocks and how to identify them. First, we want to talk about how to identify them, which are order blocks, or we can also call it the one candle rule. And essentially, what we want to be looking at, number one, is a clear trend in the markets. So as you can see right here, we're building up higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and we're continuing to push towards the upside. Whenever we know there's a clear trend in the markets, specifically towards the upside, what we're going to be looking for is down close candles. So as you can see, price moves higher, price ends up pulling back, and we end up having this nice break of structure towards the upside. What we want to fixate on is the down close candles. The down close candles, we want to see support price for continuation higher. So once we're able to break back above, now this area of resistance, we want to see turn into support. So when price comes back and retests this area, we want to see buyers step in for that continued push towards the upside. It's as simple as that. In an uptrend, we want to see down close candles support price higher. In a downtrend, we want to see up close candles support price towards the downside. So as I mentioned, what we want to be focusing on is down close candles in an uptrend, and we're going to start off with the different types of order blocks. As I mentioned, the full candle is our order block, but we're going to go from the highest probability to the lowest probability order block. In this case, we're on the left-hand side. This is our highest probability order block, is when price will respect the top of the wick to the top of the body. This is the area that we want to see continuation higher. If price bounces off the top, that means it's a good sign we have continuation, and that's when we're going to have the most momentum. In the middle, we're going to draw it from the top of the wick to the bottom of the body. This is the second highest probability. It could bounce off the top, it could bounce off the middle, and continue higher. And of course, on the right hand side, we have the lowest probability where we don't have too many wicks on the charts. We could bounce off the top, or we can come all the way back down into the bottom of the range and bounce off the bottom of the candle. So as you can see, this is exactly how it works. It basically means if we bounce off the top of the candle, that's the most bullish. If we bounce off the bottom of the candle, it's still bullish, but it's going to be less bullish. bullish. Now let's see what this exactly looks like here on the charts. As you can see, we have a bunch of down close candles in an uptrend. In this case, our blue candles represent up close candles, and the gray candles in this case represent down close candles. What we're going to mark out is down close candles in an uptrend. Starting off with the first candle, price breaks above. You can see retest continuation. Breaks above this candle, retest continuation higher. So every single time we make a new uptrend and we have down close candles, we can mark out these areas as order blocks. So once price closes above, this order block is valid. So we want to use this level as support. You can see in this case, price came all the way back down into the bottom of the order block on this candle, bounced, and we had nice continuation. Now we can mark out other levels. We can mark out this one. And now you can see price just continues towards the upside. So in this uptrend, you can see that all the down close candles were respected. Every single time we marked them out, you can see price had a nice break, retest, continuation towards the upside. And in this case, the down close candles were respected in an uptrend. Now let's talk about entries, stops, and targets. So in this case, where is our order block drawn out? As you can see, our order block is going to be this down close candle, right? You can mark out the full down close candles. In this case, we have 2 red candles. So which one are you going to choose? I'm going to choose one with the most confluences. So in this case, let's say it's our 5-minute opening range high. I'm going to mark out this 5-minute opening range high, plus it coincides with our down close candle. So this is going to be the order block that we choose. Price comes back down into, of course, our order block. Now what we want to see is if buyers want to step in, right? We can have our entry, right? Stop at the lows and targets all the way back towards the upside. This is the scenario that's going to happen if you do not wait for any sort of buyers to step in. If you just blindly buy at these order blocks, this is a viable strategy, but I personally like to wait for a little bit more context and confirmation that price moves higher. But just at a general understanding, we're going to be looking for entries close to our order block with a stop, a break below, and we're going to be looking for a continuation back higher. And as you can see in this case, entry can be on the flip of this candle. We can wait for confirmation candle. Regardless, entries, stops at the low, and targets all the way back towards the upside. And this is exactly what it looks like towards the highs. We were looking for this down close candle to be respected. And you can see it bounced nicely right off the top of this order block. It could have came all the way towards the middle and still bounced, right? That would have been still bullish. It could have even came all the way back down to the lower of the order block. And technically that would still be bullish because we're still making higher lows on the charts. So as you can see here, right, the best case would have been the bounce off the top, but that doesn't mean it can't bounce all the way at the bottom. But what's more bullish? Of course, the bounce at the top of the order block is going to be more bullish than the bounce at the bottom of the order block. Now let's go on to the downside. We're going to be focusing on up close candles in a downtrend. So same thing, we're going to talk about the highest probability to the lowest probability. In this case, what we want to see is the low be respected for continuation towards the downside. Talking about mid probability, the low of the wick to the top of the body, price can reject, or it can come up into the body, reject as well. And then the final one is the lowest probability where price comes up. It can reject off the bottom, or it could come all the way up and towards the top of the order block and reject for continuation lower. So what does this look like on the charts? As you can see, up close candles are now what we're going to be focusing in on a downtrend. So the blue ones are the up close candles. We can have these marked out, price breaks below, retest, continuation lower. Next up close candle, let's mark out this one right here. You can see price closes below. Now this we want to see used as a retest for continuation lower. And you can see so on and so forth, right? Every single up close candle is now being respected for continuation towards the downside. And once more, rejection for continuation lower. And this is exactly what's going to happen in a trending market. You will see these up close and down close candles be respected. But one thing that needs to be mentioned, we want to be focusing on trending markets. What we don't want to be trading is when the markets are ranging. That's when we can easily get chopped up. And that's when we might be a little bit confused, specifically when trading these order blocks in the lower time frames. We can easily look at every single up close and down close candle and look for trading opportunities because we understand what we're looking for. But that doesn't mean every single up close and down close candle is something that we want to pay attention to. Number one, we want to pay attention to the higher time frames, of course, and then we can go onto the lower time frames to look for entries. What does this look like for the entries, stops, and targets? So as you can see in this case, we're in a clear downtrend, making lower highs, lower lows, and we're pushing towards the downside. What we want to mark out is our order block, which in this case is this up close candle. Similar thing, what are we going to do, right? We have two up close candles in this case. Which one are we going to mark out? We can mark out both if we like, but I'm going to mark out the one with most confluences, which happens to be our 5-minute range low in this case. And And we also have this up close candle here as well. So once price breaks underneath, we want to see the retest for continuation towards the downside. Price comes back into our area. We want to wait for weak price action, of course. And as you can see, nice rejection right off our up close candle along with our 5-minute range high. Entry is going to be right off this area. Stop is going to be a break above and targets all the way back towards the downside. As you can see, this is exactly what it looks like towards the downside using these up close candles. So with that being said, let's go on to a quick summary on exactly what we learned so far. Number one, in an uptrend, price will respect down close candles. In a downtrend, price will respect up close candles. The best trades will occur around key levels, right? Our previous day highs, previous day lows, opening ranges. If our order blocks are farther away from these areas, we want to be a little bit more cautious. More confluences, the better, right? If we have our order block in combination with our opening range, that's going to be fantastic. An order block by itself doesn't mean too much, but as I mentioned, the more confluences, the better. And especially what we want to also look for is unmitigated liquidity / objective. If there's room on the higher time frames, that generally means we're going to respect those order blocks for that continuation higher. That just means there's objectives to be met. If price is consolidating, generally speaking, we want to be a little bit more cautious and we might want to wait for extra confirmation. So with that being said, let's hop straight into the charts to see exactly what this will look like in real time. So as you can see, I'm on my first example here. I'm on MU, currently on the daily time frame. And as you can see, we're in a super clear uptrend here, pushing price towards the upside. Recently had a pullback down in towards our EMAs. And so far, as you can see now, we're gapping up above our all-time highs and we're continuing to push towards the upside. So coming into market open, you can see we're gapping up in towards our all-time highs key areas. We have a major gap now on the daily chart. Let's keep an eye on the reaction that we have within the first 5 to 15 minutes on MU. And as you can see right off the bat, we have this really nice push towards the upside. So the higher time frames is bullish, the lower time frames is bullish here now as well. So let's go on to the lower time frames. So as you can see here for MU, we have this nice push towards the upside. We have our first down close candle and we now make another push towards the highs here as well. What's the level that we can have marked out? In this case, we can mark out this 5-minute range high in combination with this down close candle here as well. What I like to see is now MU just maintain above our 844 for that continued push towards the upside. So as you can see, MU is coming down right in towards our key level. So in this case, we have one down close candle here. We also have another down close candle at our 5-minute range high, plus this 934 candle. So what's the area I'm going to use here on MU? Since we have two down close candles, I'm personally just going to mark out this whole general area. Since this is our 5-minute range high, we have a down close candle here. We have another down close candle here as well. So this area can be used for continuation towards the upside. If you look at this on the 5-minute time frame, you can see this is our 5-minute range high. This is our key level here as well. Plus, so that will be our 9 EMA on the 5-minute time frame. So you can see buyers are stepping in, a little bit of reaction off high of day. And as you can see right there, buyers are so far stepping in right off our key level. If we go into the 5-minute time frame, this is exactly our 5-minute range high plus our 9 EMA here as well. So this is exactly where we can go look long, stop, break underneath, looking for continuation back towards the upside here on MU. Now we can play out the tape. And as you can see right there on MU, higher time frame was bullish, lower time frame was bullish as well. We maintained above our 5-minute range high, maintained above our down close candles here as well for a nice push all the way back towards the upside and above. You can see basically every single down close candle was respected. And now you can see once price broke above here, another retest was in play above our high day for this continued push here as well. Now with this being said, let's go on to the next example that I have for us today. So the next example that we have here is on Nvidia, currently on the daily time frame. We recently broke outside of this range. So now what we're going to be looking for here on Nvidia is the break retest for continuation back towards the upside. So now we can go on to the lower time frames. Coming into market open, if we do want to see longs, preferably above our previous day highs, or now we like to see it above our pre-market highs, along with this high that we created 2 days ago for continuation back towards the upside. So as you can see within the first 5 minutes of market open, buyers are stepping in off our previous day highs. So now we just like to see longs above our 201.50, or still we'd like to see that retest off our previous day highs. So as you can see here for Nvidia, price came back down in towards that previous day highs. You can see some nice buyers stepped in right off that area along with that opening range. What I'm personally going to be looking for is the break above our 5 minute range high along with this down close candle here as well for continuation towards the upside. So as you can see right here, price is coming right back down in towards our key area. You can see this is our down close candle that we have marked out. Buyers are stepping in nicely here on Nvidia. This is where we can go look long. Stop loss at break underneath, looking for continuation back towards the upside. And as you can see right there on Nvidia, we end up having that nice break above our 5 minute range high. Buyers stepped in nicely right off this down close candle here as well for that nice continued push towards the upside. So this was another good example of using the higher time frames. Once we broke above our previous day highs, that was a sign of momentum back towards the upside. Now with this being said, let's go on to the next example that we have for us today. The next example that we have here is on Microsoft. And as you can see, we're forming this nice flat top break here. Buyers are stepping in aggressively yesterday. We're showing some nice price action in the pre-market, of course. So now if we can break above this flat top 430, we can see room all the way back up and towards this earnings gap fill all the way back from February of earlier this year. So let's keep an eye on Microsoft coming into market open. As you can see, coming into market open, we're above our 430 here on the higher time frame. So we just want to see continuation above that 432 for that continued push towards the upside. Within the first 5 minutes of market open, aggressive buyers stepping in above that 432. So now we can go on to the lower time frames. As you can see right here, what we have marked out is that 5 minute range high. Plus, we can mark out this down close candle here as well. So there's two confluences here on Microsoft. We're going to be looking for the break and retest above our 438 for continuation higher. And as you can see right here, buyers are stepping in nicely right off that 5 minute range high, along with this down close candle here as well. This is exactly where we can go look long. Stop can be a break underneath the lows, and now we can be looking for a continuation back towards the upside. Now let's play out the tape. And as you can see right there on Microsoft, perfect hold of that 5 minute opening range, plus our down close candle here as well for that nice continuation all the way up in towards our 443. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something new. This is something that you can implement into your trading today to help you find more higher probability entries within your strategy. If you enjoyed this, appreciate if you guys drop a like and sub. With that being said, I'll see you guys next week for a brand new video. Peace.